Hello guys, it's Julie here. I know it's kind of a weird time to go live, but I've learned the hard way that I have to do it when my kids are not home from school yet. So we're gonna hurry up and get this one done because this is long overdue. This is something that I've wanted to go live about for a while now. So you know how I like to get things started. If you guys are watching me for the first time, drop the word new below, and if you are watching the live, drop a 1 below, and if this is a repeat that you're watching, drop me a 2 below. Hey Jocelyn, hey Alessa, how are you girls? So I wanted to do this for a long time. I don't know if you guys can hear my voice, but it sounds like it's super echoey because we've been in this house for, gosh, since like July, but we still haven't furnished all of it, so I feel like I'm super loud because I can hear myself echoing. Anywho, so hey Denise, how are you? So I wanted to make this to kind of give a quick overview. I know a lot of you guys watched me kind of in the health and fitness arena for a while there, and then I completely stepped away from any type of network marketing, went back to corporate America, immersed myself in that, and really took a break from it. And now I reappear in the wine business. So I wanted to just kind of do a little chat and let you guys kind of take an inside look of why I returned to this business and now why I'm completely out of corporate America and doing this full-time from home. So lots of changes in the last, I would probably say 2 years. But let's just start from, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Hey Monica, how are you? So let's just start kind of from how I got involved in network marketing in the beginning. So I've been in corporate America for 20 years. I mean, let's be honest. I'm 41, so I've been in healthcare the most of my career. The last company I was with, I was there for 11 years and had kind of worked my way up, through the ranks until finally I was a manager of an outpatient surgery center where we specialized in pain management. So I've been there 11 years and was happy for the longest time. I mean, I was that girl who was so career driven. I wanted to wear the suit and I wanted to have staff and I wanted to, move my way up as high as I can go in the corporate America world. And I had a passion for that. And I went even back to school while I was with one of our orthopedic surgery centers. I went back to school and I was like, I'm gonna get my degree and I'm gonna be a CFO one day or a CEO. And I had big dreams in corporate America. And probably about 2 years ago, I got that itchy feeling that I just was not happy anymore. I had no passion for what I was doing. I just kind of checked out mentally and I started looking for something else. I started applying everywhere. I mean, I had my resume on every Monster, Indeed, LinkedIn. I mean, I was grasping at straws to find something else that would give me purpose and meaning and passion. And I struggled and I couldn't figure out why, with all this experience, now having my college degree in healthcare administration, that I still was not getting these jobs that I thought would fill that space of uneasiness, I guess you could say. So I don't look 41. Oh girl, I totally am. I actually have, I'll be honest, not Botox, Dysport right here. I got that a couple weeks ago and I was actually at a wine tasting event for my business and there was a doctor there. I'm totally going off track right now, but there was a doctor there that was doing Dysport injections and I was like, okay, why not? So I got some right here, but it just got so far outside my budget to get it right here where my crow's feet are, which is where I probably should have gotten it. So I got it right here. I guess this is called your 11s. And I didn't think it worked. And then the other day I was actually trying to raise my forehead and I can't. So like if I like try and I'm actually like pushing really hard to make my forehead move and I can't. So Dysport works just as good as Botox. That's my little plug. But I probably should have got my crow's feet, but I didn't. It's all good. So back to my message. So I was struggling and applying everywhere, and I knew I wanted out, but I was, when you've been with a company for a really long time, you're hesitant because it's like I've worked so hard. At some point, they're going to take notice, and at some point, they're going to promote me. At some point, I'm going to advance ranks in this company. And you can only hope and pray for so long. And then you have to kind of come to that crossroads where you're like, okay, will I be here in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Is this a dead end for me? Or does this have limitless potential? So I got to that point where I realized a couple years ago, definitely a dead end, but I'm the primary insurance holder, so we have great healthcare insurance. And so I stayed. So at about that time, I was approached by someone in Beachbody, and I decided, you know what, I'm all about health and fitness. This sounds like a great opportunity. How about I create a side income in addition to my corporate America job and do Beachbody? So at first I was gung-ho. I was like, let's do this. I'm gonna have challenge groups and promote Shakeology. And I mean, if you guys followed me back then, I am sorry, because sometimes my news feeds will come up, what I posted on this day 2 years ago, and I'm mortified. I was the poster child for how not to do network marketing, how to drive people away, because literally I had no training. Like, I was brought into this team and it was like, go, do it. And after a while, I realized I was spending nights, like till midnight, working on creating some creative challenge group to get people to join me, trying to find, doing my own research because I had no training. Like, I was not on a team that was duplicatable. And I quickly realized that I was just a number. And here's the thing, I am not knocking anybody who is in Beachbody. I'm not knocking anybody who is in network marketing. Sometimes it's just not the right fit for you. And do I think I could have been more successful? Honestly, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I had to come to terms with the fact that there are over 400,000 Beachbody coaches in the world. And everybody is trying to build their own business. And everyone's competing with everybody. And it's a tough market. I mean, health, fitness, and beauty is a very oversaturated market in this industry. So if you look at your friends list, I guarantee you've got, 9 out of 10 people are with a makeup company, a health and fitness company, a skincare company. I mean, that entire market is saturated. And so it's very difficult to stand out amongst the rest. If you are standing out and you are killing it, kudos to you, because I am all about supporting my fellow women who, are building their own businesses from home. There are a lot of great companies out there, but for me, my husband was just so frustrated. Every month we would get this $120 some odd bill for this damn shake that neither one of us felt like we truly needed. I mean, honestly, we just got to that point where I'm like, okay, I have to do this. I can't run my business and not drink this shake. It's mandatory. You have to have, you have to stay active. You have to have this shake. And it just got to the point where I was spending more money. Sorry, my light went off. Okay, I was spending more money than I was making, and I felt like I could not build a team quickly enough because it was just really hard in that industry. You know, your target market is very limited because obviously I'm not marketing to an older generation. You know, my market would probably be moms or working moms or, you know, women in their, you know, late 20s, you know, early 40s, something like that. But you are a little bit limited in who you're attracting to your business opportunity. So for me, I really struggled. I struggled for several different reasons. I struggled for, I was spending too much time in doing challenge groups for people that did not want to invest that kind of money into a shake. And then there was too many coaches, there was too many products. I was constantly product coaching, talking about ingredients, and it was just too much. So I finally just was like, okay, I'm gonna be done with this. I'm gonna return to corporate America. That's my niche. That's what I'm gonna do. So I did that. I left Beachbody, I went back to corporate America, tried to find my passion there. I honestly did. Was grasping at straws, talking to my administrator, saying, okay, what else can I do here? I need to advance. I'm bored. I'm not doing anything. I'm stagnant. I'm not influencing my staff anymore because I'm not being influenced. I'm not being fed any type of stimulation at this place anymore. So I decided, you know, my time was coming and I kind of could feel it, that I was ready to kind of walk away from that. So like I said, I was applying everywhere and I was not getting jobs, but I knew I wanted out of this particular company because I knew it was a dead end for me. So I got an opportunity at another startup facility that was much closer to home. So it kind of came out of nowhere. It kind of came when I finally took a step back and was like, okay, God, I'm not getting the jobs that I feel like I should have. And I had to trust in Him and just trust that God didn't want me at those places. So I had to practice patience, and sometimes that's very hard. So I took a step back. I was very patient, and I was like, okay, God, when the right opportunity comes my way, I will know. So when this opportunity came to me and I applied, I instantly felt connected with these people. I was like, this is a business I can stand behind. It was a brand new company, just came out from Texas. They were opening 4 facilities in Texas and 4 facilities in Arizona all at the same time. So I interviewed with the CEO in Texas, the CEO in Indiana, and then the administrator here in Arizona. I got the job, so I put in my 2 weeks notice at my current place, and the deal was I was going to start November 15th. So flashback about 3 months before I actually accepted this position. So 3 months before, when I was still kind of searching and spinning out of control and just realizing that I'm not living up to my purpose, I'm not happy with what I'm doing, I need to change, I was approached by someone who was also in the Beachbody world, who had left and joined a wine company. So she approached me and we started chatting. And at first I was like, I was very hesitant. I did not do well in Beachbody. I failed. I kind of had I think a lot of people have a negative impression of network marketing as a whole. And that's so unfortunate because a lot of that comes from they didn't receive the proper training, and B, maybe they were just in an industry or had a product or service that did not fit their skills and talents, or it was just too saturated of a market. So I decided, I told her, look, I like the idea of this. I mean, it's wine. Wine is simple. Wine is a very sexy product. Wine does not require a before and after photo. It's not results driven. I don't have to run challenge groups. I don't have to make sure my clients lose weight. I mean, it's simple, right? It's not easy, but it's simple. So I told her, look, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna give it like 30 days. And that's exactly what I did. For 30 days, I stayed in corporate America. I prayed about it. I focused on personal development. I read a lot, and I treated those 30 days as if I was actually in the industry. I started listening to a great podcast called The Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. I would listen to it every day on my way to work. And again, I'm not even enrolled. I'm not in the industry, but I was trying to treat it as if I was, so that I guess I was so used to not having adequate training in Beachbody that I wanted to train myself the right way, listen to top leaders like Eric Worre, and immerse myself in that industry. And that way, when I said yes and I signed up, I was like, okay, I know what I need to do. Not realizing that my team had all of the training that I needed. I didn't know that at the time though. So I was like, I've got to train myself before I say yes. So eventually I did say yes, and I got plugged into training. It was literally like, okay, here are your 3 steps. Boom, boom, boom. The system was duplicatable. It was a simple product. And it wasn't a product that my friends, family, and over 1 billion people in the world aren't already consuming. So it really took a lot of the pressure off to, I could spend more time with my family, but I'm still working my business on the side as I work my corporate America job in healthcare. And it was great. It was working really well. I was building a team. I was getting customers, and it was fun. And I never intended on it to become full-time at that time. So basically what happened, flash forward 3 months, I gave my notice. I was starting the new job November 15th. And then I got a call from the new job that they had some issues with the certificate of occupancy. Like I said, it's a brand new facility. It was in the process of being built. There was some construction issues, not to mention the floods in Texas caused a delay in opening the new ones in Texas, which then as a result caused Texas and Arizona to open all these facilities at once. And unfortunately, the one that I was transferring to, or not transferring, the one I was going to, the new facility, was the last one to open, which means it was kind of going to take a back seat now. So I was told from the new company, we're looking more like January. So I went to my administrator and I said, hey, I know I gave my 2 weeks notice, but I need to stick it out through the holidays because my new job is not starting until January. And to my shock and dismay, he said no. He said, I'll give you 5 extra days, but we have already filled your position. And let me tell you, after being with this company for 11 years, I never in my wildest dreams thought that he would say, no, you can't stay. Because here's the thing, the person taking my job was not a new person from the outside. It was a transfer from another facility. It was not imminent that that person transferred. They could have sat tight until I started my new place. I could have trained my replacement properly. Like, so many other things could have taken place, but he said no. Not only did he say no, but on the same day that he told me that I could not stay through the holidays, he then announced his resignation. So that day I found out that not only my administrator, our regional vice president, and our market president had all announced their resignations. So you have to think something's going on, right? So I was like, okay, God, I am not staying 5 extra days. Something's going on with our company when top people are dropping like flies and leaving. So obviously something's coming down the pipeline and I don't want to be here when it happens. So I'm just going to go. I talked to my husband. He was like, you can tell him to take his 5 days and you know what. So I told him, nope, today's my last day. I'm going to go ahead and go. So I left. And now I found myself basically, I don't want to say unemployed because I do have a position to go to in January, but I did find myself in a predicament where I have no income. during the holidays, and what are we gonna do? And so I was like, I've got this wine gig going. I had been doing it almost 3 months. Let's just focus on that, right? I never knew that it would become my primary source of income so quickly. However, I did know once I started, this is something I want to do full time. I just did not know when that would happen. And it's amazing how God just has a different plan, and you can have everything strategically mapped out, and this is how my life is going to go. And then God steps in and he's like, no, actually it's not. You're going to actually, instead of going this way, you're going to go this way. And it's just been a whirlwind, I have to tell you. So the whole purpose of this video, why wine? Why did it take wine to get me to come back into this industry? And why is it working for me? And I will be 100% honest. If it continues to go as well as it is, there is a chance I may not take that corporate America job in January. I mean, being home with my family, being available to them, it goes a long way. It really does. I am able to take care of the house more. I'm not stressed out. Kids go to school in a good mood in the morning. I'm not running around like a crazy person looking for my heels or searching my daughter's room for my makeup. I mean, when you work and you have kids, you do have to balance a lot because you're getting the kids out the door, you're getting yourself to work. It's tough. So being able to just kind of get out of bed, take them to school, come home, start my work day, come down to the office, get my workout in, because that's what a lot of people, I want to just kind of go back to that really quick about working out. I did not leave health and fitness because I left health and fitness. I mean, it is still very much a big part of my life. I mean, I still do a lot of the Beachbody videos. They're kind of my go-to, but Beachbody as a whole didn't work for me. I found their compensation plan to be very confusing. I felt like I was competing with other coaches. I felt like I was competing not only with coaches, but competing with corporate. I mean, they've got those infomercials. You guys see the infomercials. Coaches are competing with that infomercial. And I just thought to myself, this is just too much. I cannot be successful in this industry. And like I said, if you are, God bless you. So when the wine business came to me, let's see, I took those 30 days, I prayed about it, I jumped in, and it's just been like a whirlwind. Because here's the thing with the business I'm in now. Yes, it is my full-time gig. Yes, I do it all, I do it Monday through Saturday. I try and take Sundays off. But here's the deal with this industry. And I kind of wanted to touch on why I feel like it gets a bad rap and why I was a skeptic too when I left Beachbody. Of course, I wasn't successful in Beachbody, so I left Beachbody thinking, oh, that MLM crap, that's a scam, it's a pyramid. And it wasn't. I mean, it truly was not. It was just oversaturated. So when a simple product came to me in an opportunity that was ground floor, I mean, we're just barely hitting a year with my business now. Timing is everything. So if you think about Avon or Mary Kay, Arbonne, some of those big companies that have been around for years and years and years and years, think about when they launched. How amazing would it have been to get involved when they launched and then be there now? I mean, you would easily be a 7-figure income earner multiple times. So timing is everything in this industry. And when I found out we were still in the ground floor stages of this business, and it was a product that, is $1 billion industry that I don't have to convince anybody. I don't have to ask you for a before and after video or photo. I don't have to twist your arm because so many Americans are already drinking wine. So it is a tasting club where The compensation plan honestly was the first thing that spoke to me. It blows Beachbody out of the water. I'm sorry, Beachbody, but it does. I mean, the compensation plan is generous. Let's just say that. They are so generous to their reps. In 3 months, I have already, and I probably have to do a income disclaimer for our corporate, but in 3 months, I've already given myself a bigger raise than I received in 11 years. You guys, I was with this company 11 years, and do you know what my raise was every year? It was between 1% and 2%. 2% if you were lucky, 1% normally. That's sad. And not only that, I was working my ass off to make my CEO richer, to make my company richer. I wasn't profiting on that. So the reason people join network marketing, whether it be a full-time gig or a side job to supplement income, some people join a network marketing company to travel more, to pay their bills, whatever the case may be. But people don't join it because they're like, I want to scam people today. People join it because they see the opportunity in limitless income that you control. I can't blame anybody else for my lack of income in this industry. If I'm not excelling, if I'm not building my team and creating amazing new reps in my downline, that's my fault because I'm not putting in the work. So what I've learned in corporate America has translated over to this industry, that if I want to have an amazing staff, if I want to have staff that's on fire for what they do, passionate about what they do, I have to lead by example. And it's the same in network marketing. I have to be a good leader. I have to show up every day. I have to be posting on social media. I have to be adding value to people's lives. I have to be showing up. If I'm not showing up, my team does not see me showing up. What is their example? And it's the same in corporate America. So in 3 months, like I said, I've already given myself a bigger raise than I did in corporate America. And that's because I worked. I mean, I worked because I knew my life depended on it. This is my only income now. Obviously my husband works, but it's Christmas time. I have 3 kids. We have 2 teenagers. If you have teenagers, their Christmas gifts are not, a toy truck. I mean, electronics are expensive. They're hell of expensive. My kids want a trampoline. I mean, it adds up, and having this supplemental income is a huge blessing. So number, I don't know, I wasn't counting, but one of the other things that I wanted to really just touch on about why I joined this team is when I found out, actually, I didn't even know that this was a faith-based company until I went to New York. So a lot of you guys follow me. You saw that I was in New York City. I guess it's been maybe a month now since I got back from New York. It was in October. I went to New York with my team, with all of our entire company from all over, went to New York. And I remember a specific moment where our CEO was actually on stage and he said, I want to lead people to Jesus through wine. And that spoke to me because I was like, I know it sounds almost like an oxymoron, but it's like, I had no idea. I knew that the people, my direct leaders, were Christian women, and I did not know that as a company, this is a value that we truly stand behind. And that spoke volumes to me because it was just one more affirmation that God's been guiding my path this entire time. All those jobs I applied at in corporate America, I didn't get for a reason, because he was leading me here. And sometimes it just takes patience. It takes, it takes getting out of your own head, getting out of your comfort zone, and not relying on your own timing, but God's timing. And that is tough to do because we are a society who we want it now. We want it fast. We want it quick. I don't want to wait. And, it's tough. I mean, it's life lessons, right? So, The other thing that sold me on this industry with this wine club was I'm not targeting one specific market of people like I was in Beachbody. So everybody drinks wine, right? Funerals, weddings, baby showers, graduations, holidays, parties, birthdays. Wine's always present, and it's not like the young people are drinking wine. I mean, the older generation are drinking wine. Millennials are drinking more wine than anybody right now. Baby boomers are drinking wine. I mean, I think Xers, are drinking wine. Every generation drinks wine. So you've just opened up the floodgates for the potential of people that you can build your business with, because you're not kind of narrowed down to, okay, well, I'm 41, so with health and fitness, it's like, well, who's my target market, right? So with wine, it's everybody, and that kind of spoke to me as well. So one of the biggest complaints I hear about people who are not interested in this kind of industry is they don't have time. And I just wanted to touch on that really quick, because I'm a mom. I have 3 very active kids, and I was working this business while I was in corporate America. So you can make the time. It's called prayer. If you want it, you will make the time. You have to prioritize though. So if that means getting up extra early so that you can work your business before you go to work, then you do it. If you want something bad enough, you have to fight for it. You have to prioritize, and you may have to slack off on some other duties. Maybe my house isn't always clean. Maybe the dishes aren't always done. Maybe the laundry's not always done. But I have a goal. I have a huge goal, and my end goal is to build this business to something where I can eventually retire my husband, bring him home from work, and have the lifestyle that we want to live. We want to travel. We want to be able to provide for our 3 kids, put them through college, make sure they have cars. And life's expensive. And I quickly realized that in the corporate America world, I just was not advancing the way that I desired. And I got to the point where I was sick and tired of working my butt off to make someone else wealthy, and I knew it was time I needed to start focusing on me. And so the one thing I really wanted to drive home with this is that people don't join network marketing, like I said earlier, because they want to scam people. They join network marketing because they have a goal and a dream. A lot of women join it because they want to stay home with their kids. Who wants to use daycare if you don't have to? If you can be home, building a home business and be there for your kids, how awesome is that? And this business model provides that for women. A lot of people join it because they find a product that they love. You guys, some of the best products I use are network marketing. My makeup today is unique. I did a product swap with a girl. She joined the wine club. I bought some foundation and lip gloss from her. I'm sold on this. This foundation is better than anything I have ever tried. I haven't told her that yet, so hopefully she's on this. Amanda, if you are on this, some of the best products out there are network marketing. So I just did a product swap with a girl with Legging Army. I have not gotten the leggings yet, but I have no doubt I'm going to love them. I know some people swear by the Monet hair products. There's so many good companies out there that women join, not because they want to scam people. And the sad thing is that in network marketing, it's received a bad rap for companies who don't train their employees, don't show them duplicatable systems, and teach them to literally spam their friends. Buy my product, join my business. Here's the thing. I'm not going to drop names with some of the companies out there, but there's 2. And I guarantee you, if you know which 2 I'm talking about, I'm not going to say. Their reps spam people like crazy. I mean, you can go through your news feed and you're like, okay, I know who you work for. Oh, there's 2 of them. And if you go to someone's page and instantly you see their company link to their website, or a banner on their Facebook page, this is who I work for, in my opinion, they're not being trained properly. So that is why MLM, network marketing, gets a very bad rap from people, is because it's like, I don't want to bug my friends. Well, guess what? I don't want to bug my friends. You're not in this to bug your friends. You're in this to build your own business. If your friends aren't interested, 99% of the time, your friends are not going to do business with you. And that's okay, because maybe your friends don't need this opportunity. My passion is to provide this opportunity only to those who are hungry, who want more for their life, who want financial freedom, who are driven individuals. So I know right away, after maybe messaging someone or checking out their Facebook profile, if it's someone I want to do business with. It's not a numbers game to me. I'm not trying to get, I need this person. No, because if you have to convince somebody to join your team, you're going to have to convince them to work the business, and that's not what I'm all about. So my point of this was just mainly, I know I kind of went off on a tangent, but why wine? Okay, so why wine for me? Why leave Beachbody? Why get back into it? Quick overview: simple product, sexy product, compensation plan, super generous, faith-based company. And then really quickly, before I close this out, I wanted to add, I know I talked to a lot of you guys today. My inbox was blowing up with customers, not distributors, but customers. So if you talked to me today and you were interested in becoming a customer of mine, we announced Black Friday specials just earlier today. I just actually found out about it about an hour ago. You can join as a customer at the 4-bottle a month price. Or I'm sorry, reverse that. At the 2-bottle a month price, but you'll get 4 bottles. So that is a Black Friday special, and I believe that goes till Sunday at midnight. If you talked to me earlier and you were going to sign up as a customer, hold off first, because I want to make sure you guys get to take advantage of that and get the 4 bottles at the 2-bottle price instead. So message me if we talked early this morning before I found this information out. So basically, in closing, you guys, why I left health and fitness: the market was saturated, 400,000 coaches. I was ready for a change, and who knew that I was going to end up doing this full time as my career, at least for now. Who knows what the future holds? It's in God's hands, but we will see. It's been a blessing. I have an amazing team. I am passionate about what I do. I'm excited about what I do. I wake up every morning now, come down to the office. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry for changing women's lives. And I did not feel that way waking up going to my corporate America job. I did not feel like I was making an impact. I wasn't making an impact. I wasn't changing anybody's lives except for my CEO, to be quite frank. I don't think I was making an impact on anybody anymore, because mentally I had checked out a long time ago, trying to find out what my passion was. And so now that I know, I really want to just bless other women who want more, who want financial freedom, who are looking for another way. My advice to you is get out of your own head. Don't think you have to fit into like some cookie cutter social norm. Think outside the box. Do something different with your life. If it's wine, great. If you are drawn to another network marketing company that's, a different industry, great. But you have to be passionate about it. You have to want to wake up every day and work that business like it's your livelihood. And that's what I'm doing now. So I'm super excited about what the future holds. I cannot wait to celebrate with my team in Vegas in February. And if you guys have any questions about what I'm doing now, or how to jump in on that Black Friday special as a customer, let me know. I would love to point you in the right direction. If you have any questions about network marketing and how to do it the right way, let me know, because I've learned a lot, through trial and error, and it's not about bothering and bugging your friends. It is, there is an art to it. There truly is. So thank you for all of you guys that jumped on. I know this was long-winded, but it was long overdue, and I really wanted to share as much value with you guys as I could. So today is my 19-year wedding anniversary, so I have to go get ready because we are going out to dinner tonight. I can't believe it's been 19 years. It's like just yesterday that I met him at a bar in Tacoma, Washington. It's funny how things work out, right? 4 months later, we got married. If my daughter ever did that, I would kill her. So total, retrospect, what my mom's opinion was like when I brought him home after 4 months and said, we're getting married. I mean, sometimes it just works. Sometimes, God is just in control and knows what he's doing. So kind of funny to think back that we dated for 4 months and then got married, and here we are 19 years later. So sometimes it works, but like I said, I have a teenage daughter, and oh Lord, if she ever tried to pull that on me, I don't even know what I would do. So you guys have an amazing day. Have a blessed day. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thank you if you stayed on this whole time, thank you so much for listening. And I will be back probably later today for my gratitude challenge. I'm not going to add it into this video. I'll do it later today. If not tomorrow. But have an amazing holiday, you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions about my business, if you have questions about network marketing and you're with another company and you just want some tips and advice, let me know. Like I said, I've learned it all on how to do it right and how to do it wrong. So definitely can point you in the right direction. Have an amazing day. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you later.